Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Well, today I'm going to be working in my bird collage book, and this is a challenge hosted by Barbie at Nellie and Ruth Designs here on YouTube. And the only thing you need to do is make sure you have a bird or several or however many you want. There just has to be one at least in your collage. So I'm having a blast with this collage. It's fun. I'm kind of testing new ways of not new ways of collaging, but new ways of collaging to me, things I haven't done, and trying to learn. So they're not all coming out lovely. I don't know if any of them are, but I'm having fun. So we are on, I don't know how many this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 10 for me. So I'm going to put this paper on the background, so I need to get it cut down. So we'll cut it right here. And my trimmer. My other trimmer is drying. I scrubbed it down really good, and I hope that it survives it, but it had to be scrubbed down. I had an unfortunate thing in my room. A critter who I've nicknamed Turd. And he left proof that he was in here on my trimmer. So I scrubbed it down real good, and so it is in the bathroom drying, air drying. I couldn't dry it well enough with a towel. I mean, you know, I know that it's dry. It's just going to have to air dry for a while. But I am not a fan of those. Not in the least. They creep me out. Oh, no, look what I did. Oh, well, okay, well, I'm going to have to cut it there. And then it's not going to go all the way to the edge like I planned. I should have turned it over and looked, shouldn't I? So that means I'm probably going to have to trim a little bit off. Yeah, I need to take a little bit off the sides. Get out of there. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, that will be just fine. It's got a little bit more on the top and bottom than the sides, though. I don't know that I like that. It needs a little bit more of the sides, sorry. Let's take this a little bit off. Let's go. Alright, that's good. Now I need to put some ink on it. I hope that you are having a good day. I am. I'm not feeling very good right now. I feel like I'm getting a cold. I don't know though. I have allergies, and I clean the bathroom real good, and ever since then my lungs feel a little tight, and I've got a little bit of a cough and a huge headache. So it might be the fumes from my cleaning stuff. I had a new one, CLR bathroom cleaner, and I don't think I'll ever buy that one again, because it did not make me breathe very well. Excuse me. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll glue this down, and then we'll move on to the next thing. This I know I won't have to cut through, but I don't think I'm doing any cutting on the other, but I don't know, we'll find out. glue off where I moved it. I sat it on there and then I slid it and left glue behind. Alright, now our background for this, it's nearly as big as, it's bigger. I might have to cut some off of this one too. Alright, now let's see. Yeah, that gives us a little bit on the edges. I'm going to ink up around the edge of this one too. I've had this idea for this one kicking around in my mind for a while now. One thing I didn't have was a background, and I was going through my magazines last night cutting stuff out, and I came across this, and I thought, yep, this will work good. A little bit of damage to the magazine right there. If I use magazines, what do you expect? This was out of a farm magazine, and this is a barn that somebody turned into a home. I wanted it for the barn part. I won't even be able to see the furniture much when I get done. Yeah, I did it again. Smeared glue everywhere. I'm glad this is my own private journal. And it doesn't matter if I have some boo-boos in it. Because I'm always smearing glue in this one. Oops, there's a bunch of glue right there coming out. Okay, two. Stay on that one. I think I still have some glue residue right here. Alright, so now, the first bird going on. Can you guess what bird it is? A chicken. And the second bird is also a chicken. And these are how they cut. I mean, they were on the sideways on the page like this. So they are going to kind of overlap a little bit now, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. But first, no, they'll go on top of that, so we'll go ahead. No, we can't glue it down yet. What am I thinking? I can't get my thoughts. Okay, this little bird here is going to wear this necklace. It's a fancy bird. It's going to go on there like that. So, set this up here. Get this in place, and then I'll glue down the front of it, and then I can cut off the back and save it for something else. I had trouble finding one for this one. See, that might help for something. I don't know if it will or not, but I don't need it back here. Alright, so that's the first part of that bird. Now our other one has this jewel, which I believe is a bracelet. I think that one is too. It's going to go right about right there. Get it just right. Okay, now we'll bring our book back in. And this one's got to go down first. Glue all over me. Make sure I got this book where it needs to be. I stole these out of one of the chicken magazines I gave our daughter. She has chickens. But I took some cute images out of it before I gave it to her. She can still read the article, she just doesn't need chicken. And I like that they're huge compared to the barn. Alright, then I have 3 little ones that are gonna, well, I don't need 3 now because that necklace takes up a huge amount of space, so I'm gonna cut one of them off. I'm gonna cut the one with the babies off. I did have it figured out as 3 of them there on the stoop, but I don't know if I want them down here instead. Oops, I think I cut that off of this side, didn't I? Okay, up there, that's the right side. I couldn't even tell what was right side up for that chicken. Now, I like them better up on the step. But I want these 2 instead. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. I'll save these for another time. Oops. Alright, then I saw this page that I had cut out for the, I've been cutting out cologne bottles thinking of making people out of them, you know, but the tops of these, I don't know which was which, but anyway, they were these crowns. So I cut those out. And these little guys are going to wear a crown. I think that one goes on here. This one goes on here better. They're cockeyed crowns too. Their crown is slipping. And then one of the magazines I had, the back of it always has a page like this, which is adorable. But I thought I would take this saying right here, "Hey hun, it's not the color or your work, it's well, chickens don't have thumbs." So I thought we would do that, and I think I'll try to put it on my trimmer and get it halfway decent straight. Tried to cut that off wrong, but I made it. Okay. Ink around this. This can go up here, probably right there. But as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking it needs a regular bird in the sky. And I think I know where we can find one without going to too much trouble here. So just a second, let me grab it, because I wasn't prepared for this. Didn't know my mind was going to go here. One of these has little birds in it. I gotta get a drink real quick. Oh, should we have a barn cat? Yes, we should. We should have a barn cat. But I gotta cut around that barn cat because nothing else has a white border on it. This barn cat looks like it can take care of itself. Oops. I have to come back in there and do that. My scissors are like sticking and I just couldn't get them to go around that little curve. Well, okay, now I just gotta figure out getting in here without cutting its foot off. It would help if my hands were not shaking. But they do that lately. Alright, where do we want this little bird? Or bird. This is not a bird, Gina, it's a cat. It could be right here. Okay, now let's look for a bird. Let's see if we can find one. I'm seriously going to have to order another one of this. I love this thing. It might be, you know what, oh well there's some, but that's not really what I'm thinking. I think I'm looking in the wrong one.
I think it's the botanicals, which, yeah, probably. I wonder if she needs a bow. Well, I'd have to cut around that bow, though. I think, well, let's give it that. Lots of butterflies, but I really thought there was birds in here. There's some. Let's see. Is that all of them? Oh dear. Well, that's my choices, I think. Well, these, but those are too fancy. All the flowers and stuff. Here we go. Here's some birds that are flying. I gotta cut around it. See if I can cut its beak out without cutting it off. I think when I get done here, I'm going to go sit in my recliner and read my book. I got a book from the library that I'm trying to read, and I've only got about a chapter into it. But I think I'm going to like it. It's called Homefront Kitchen. And so I think I'm going to like it, but I really haven't had much chance to sit down and read it. I think it'll be pretty good once I usually listen to books because I have a hard time reading. My eyes are very, very dry and everything just gets blurry. I've had plugs put in my eyes. I've had, these contact things they put in and they're moisturizer. They stay in your eyes for so many hours until the moisturizer's gone and then they just fall out. But no luck. And no answers as to why they're so dry either. My daughter has Sjogren's, I'm not sure how you say it. And I've got so many symptoms of it, but they did a test and it came back negative. But she has to do the same thing with her eyes too. Okay, that helps. I like that up there. I'm still kind of wondering about that bow for the for the cat. Where did I see that? There. Yeah, we're going to put that on there. But anyway, this one was not available on Libby for audiobooks, so, and I really wanted to read it. I saw it when I was at my daughter's when she had the baby. I saw it at her library. They had it out on display, and it caught my attention. But it took me a long time. Must have been on a long list at mine to get a hold of it, because it took a long time for me to get a hold of it. It's available to read on Libby, but that was even longer than waiting for my library to get it. I have my name on it, but I'll take it off. Okay, I'm going to put that there on the front of the kitty. Oh, we got to glue this down. Oh, I can't. All this sticky stuff. About lost hold of it. All right, I'll hold this up closer for you to see. And I will have all the information below for you to go to Nellie and Ruth's channel. And I'll link first the introduction video of hers for this, and then below that I will have her latest bird collage linked. So you have a blessed day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Be sure to check out Nellie and Ruth's channel. Bye bye.